Late flight, shortage of taxi, and traffic, we're late. It's a little crowded in here. Let's hope that our special ride is still here, otherwise it's going to be the shortest YouTube video ever.
Expique means a hero man, your driver.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, okay, Ma, you're here.
So they waited for us.
Okay, so much for the grand reveal, but that's okay. When I was looking at things to do on Bangkok, the Tuk Tuk, basically food tour, night tour, was the #1 thing that kept popping up. So I reached out to the company Expique, EXP. We're gonna put on the screen. Sorry, my brain is like going a million miles a minute.
It's Expique.
There we go. Yeah, I see it there. And yeah, so thanks to them, we get to see our first night in Bangkok in amazing tuk-tuk with lights, and I'm happy.
I'm hungry.
The name of this market is ตลาดบ้านแขก I know it's very long name, so I have to do direct translation. ตลาดis mean a market. บ้าน is mean home or the villages or the community, and แขก is mean the guest, the visitor, and also mean Muslim people. Together it mean a market at the Muslim village.
So as you can see, all the food stands are directly on the sidewalk, and Bangkok is trying to keep their city really clean. So every Monday, all those shops are actually closed so they can come and clean all the sidewalks. First stop, Saku.
That's why it's
Good. Very gooey.
But the flavor is so good. Okay, so the next one is a chicken wonton, which is very good. This might be my second one. It has a sweet chili sauce on top, which is amazing. So this one we actually do have in Kenya, which I didn't know was here. It's a custard apple. So when you break it apart, this one's perfectly ripe. We eat the white part and throw away, some have like a little seed in it, you throw that away and you keep eating it. Really good.
Tracy must be loving Jessie, our guide, because she's already at dessert and that's just our third stop.
I know, I'm okay with this. Okay, so next up was a traditional Thai dessert. There was multiple options to choose from, but I chose the sweet black sticky rice. And it has a salted coconut sauce on top to be like a sweet and salty.
ปักทองเดี๋ยวเอานี้ให้แหม่มก่อนละกัน
That's really good.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah. So we started off in a rush, but in front of me is Jessie. Jessie is our guide for our entire tour tonight, and amazing, absolutely amazing.
Okay, so use this stick, pick them and chip. Good.
So this is a silkworm. Apparently it's crunchy and creamy inside. Creamy is not necessarily the word I wanted to hear. It's surprisingly not that bad. It's actually nice.
Nice, right? You wanna have more?
As soon as you forget that it's a bug, it's actually pretty good.
Because
It's hard to forget that it's a bug.
I have
So there's also a cultural part during this tour, which makes it even more interesting. So right now we are by a Buddhist temple, and basically what Jesse was telling us is that back in the days in like the 11th century, they were colonized by Cambodia, which converted them to Hinduism. But later on, now this is mainly a Buddhist country, but what she was saying is that most people are just spiritual, meaning that they believe that ghosts are living in the trees and that there's spirits in the water, and they worship members of their family that passed away. Apparently they have a worship house in every house.
Call it like a spirit house.
A spirit
and
house.
That's where they kind of do their worshiping. But like, I do want to point out that if you're able to swing by at night, you can't get inside like and walk around, but it's a really beautiful view of it all lit up.
Nice. Fun fact, the guardians of the temple, a Buddhist temple, are actually demon, and Thai people do worship demons because they believe that this is the way to chase away bad spirits.
So in the background there, you should be able to see it lit up a little bit. That's actually the Grand Palace, and the royal family doesn't actually live there anymore, but at one point they used to.
Back to the Tuk Tuk.
By the way, we're in a Tuk Tuk convoy. How cool is that?
Quick stop at the palace, now on for some summer. So for dinner, our last stop is actually in a restaurant. We just pulled up to this beautiful building.
In a tuk-tuk.
Yes, in a tuk-tuk by the river. Gives off like marine club vibes. But yeah, let's see.
So the concept of this stuff was to basically have a family-style dinner. This is what they would eat with their family member, I guess. And the best thing was the cashew chicken.
You get like a plate and share it around.
Yeah. And
very good.
Contrary
What?
to what Tracy said earlier, this is not our last stop. There's 3 more.
Yeah. Also the cashew chicken, amazing. And what was the pork one called? Ooh. But that was really good too. But the cashew chicken was definitely my top choice. So everyone behind us is in like party dresses, fancy dresses, getting picked up in their vans. And then our party tuk-tuks roll up. It's really funny.
They see me rolling, they hating, controlling and trying to catch me right.
The next stop is we're actually stopping at a fresh flower market. I didn't really know this was a thing, but apparently it's very big here in Bangkok.
This market is Pak Klong Talat. Direct translation, Pak is mean a mouth, Klong means canals. Talat is a market. Together it's mean a market at mouth of the canal.
So back in the days, this flower market was actually a fish market, but the king back then didn't like the smell of the fish from the market coming to the palace. So he ordered this market to change from fish to flower, and the fish market was moved further away outside of Bangkok.
So all of the orange flowers and marigolds that you see are actually used for offerings. So that's why you see they're the most common, and they kind of make them into arrangements. And yeah, now we're gonna learn to make a lotus flower. This is gonna be that.
Pull it out,
You gotta pay attention.
go to the left, and then you go to the right. It will be triangle like this.
Do more.
Do more. To the left, to the right.
I'm not as good as Tracy at this. Pinch to the left, to the right.
Just use one finger.
It's really hard.
It's artwork and it's abstract.
Then
You're using too many fingers, that's why.
definitely harder than it looks, but I did it, kinda.
I'm also glad this is a nighttime tour because it's pretty warm right now.
This flower market is the biggest one in Thailand, and it's open 24/7. It
Even
just
the-
never stops.
Yeah, sorry, you did just say the flower shop, but the market's open, but the flower shops are too. So like,
If you wanted a nice bouquet of roses at 3 in the morning, you can.
that's where you get the precious ones, actually.
Yeah. Now back in the tuk-tuk, and we're going for a little, whoa! There was a party in here. We're going in Old Town Bangkok for a little city tour.
Yeah.
Let's go sightseeing.
City Hall, another temple.
Full name Bangkok, sing as a song. Okay, 1, 2, 3 กรุงเทพมหานครอมรรัตนโกสินทร์มหินทรายุธยามหาดิลกพบนพรัตน์ราชธานีบุรีรมย์อุดมราชนิเวศน์มหาสถานอมรวิมานอวตารสถิตสักการะติยะวิษณุกรรมประสิทธิ์
The song that they sang was actually the full name of Bangkok. This entire song that was like 15 or 16 seconds long is the actual name of Bangkok. How crazy is that? I prefer just Bangkok.
Much easier.
So we just arrived in the Chinatown part of Bangkok. This place looks like Times Square, and we're gonna finish this tour just like we started it with dessert. So our dessert tonight is gonna be patongo. It's some sort of deep fried deliciousness. The only important thing is that 2 years in a row they made it to the Michelin Guide. So that's pretty impressive.
อร่อย
So
อร่อย
good.
ไหมอร่อยมาก
So something I've been wanting to try is mango sticky rice, but I never knew, like, I don't know, they're different ones. Is one better than the other? So I'm glad I waited until our food tour for it. Let's try it.
Interesting.
It's good, but I'm not gonna lie, like it's very weird together sometimes. It's good though. Definitely glad I wear stretch pants. At first I was like, oh, there's not like a lot of food, like it'll be fine. Nope, nope, I'm full. I think we have one more too.
So even though hunting or fishing sharks is actually illegal in Thailand, the import of shark meat is actually not illegal, and there's a lot of restaurants on this street, Chinese restaurant, who are importing the shark fins to make shark fin soup. I have to say I'm a big fan of the Chinatown. It is so busy. There's restaurants and stores everywhere. There's literally thousands of people. Still a lot of traffic even though it's 10:30 p.m. It's buzzing. So here are a few tips to get good Thai street food. First of all, a busy merchant is a good one.
Yeah.
Second one,
Make sure that you can see the food being cooked in front of you.
so a cooking station.
The oil should not be black.
Yeah, and if there's fly away.
And last but not least, just look around their station. Like, is the ground clean? Is it in a
Yeah.
cleanly area? Yeah,
But busy, good. Remember that.
it's really busy here. So the last one, we actually had this one in Chiang Mai, and it's like a little crepe with meringue and candied duck yolk actually, and it's so good.
No messy to eat sometimes.
So good though.
Did you enjoy?
It was
Very
great.
much.
Do you have a great time, right? Oh, so Jessie had to say ขอบคุณมากครับ ขอบคุณมากครับ ขอบคุณครับ ขอบคุณ is mean thank you and มาก is mean very ขอบคุณมาก thank you very much. So I hope you would have a great time and having a wonderful experience with us, and thank you for support Expique, and thank you for choosing Thailand as the choice of your vacation. Yeah.
So as you saw at the beginning of the video, we were in a huge rush. So we first arrived at our hotel, didn't even go to the room because we didn't have time to. So we just dropped all our stuff at the bell desk. So now it's time to go see what our room looks like. So this is definitely a tour that I would recommend, a great way to see Bangkok at night.
I think it's great because it has a little bit of everything. It has the culture, the food, the temples, and Jessie.
Yeah.
Jessie was absolutely amazing.
Great guide. So anyway, we're gonna put Expique's information down below if you're ever in Bangkok. Highly recommended, and like Tracy said, ask for Jessie.
I'm intrigued by the room because honestly, we're in such a rush. We never even went to the room yet. So I have no clue what this looks like.
First impression, and it's dark.
I was like, I can't see anything.
Still can't see anything.
Right, key card. Insert key card.
Oh. Ta-da.
Looks nice.
Some light problem?
I'm struggling. As much as I'm falling asleep right now. Let's give you guys a room tour first. It's very short, so that makes it easy. Comfy bed. Looks really comfy at
Whoa,
least.
you don't even know. Lay on it.
If I lay on it, I don't know if I'm getting back up, and I need
you
a
gotta
shower.
test it.
Yet.
Is it even comfy?
Oh yeah, it's super comfy.
Perfect.
Super comfy. And beautiful mirror. And the shower that I can't wait to get in because I'm full of sweat. Yeah, it's a great room.
And by the way, this is the smartest thing I've ever seen in a hotel room. You know, in a hotel room, there's always like a million switches and you're like, what's the right switch for what I want? They tell you room, entry, nightlight, wall lamp, reading, and master. How great is this? Master, everything dark. Oop, back. So this hotel is the Skyview Hotel Bangkok. It looks very nice. It's like 33 floors high. There's a sky bar. There's different restaurants and things like that. I don't know if we're gonna check them out because like these are not like hotel videos. But yeah, this is where we're gonna be for 2 nights while in Bangkok. And I think that's enough of us for this video. Tracy, say bye to people. We're gonna see you guys
And the next one.
So it's raining definitely more than expected.
I think we're in the middle of a massive thunderstorm.